Before we start this and start talking about your brand new album, Jaded, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate
Love
it.
this for you.
Thank you.
I do have a gift for you because, well,
You got a
listen,
gift for me?
parents, yes, I do, because you are always giving everybody else presents. You're
Sure.
always looking out for everybody. And you're a father, and
Yes.
we're parents. We're new parents. We can still say that,
Sure.
right, Katrina? I have a 2-year-old.
Sure.
You have a toddler too, 2-year-old son, right?
Yeah, for
so my husband and I just released our new children's book,
Fire. What?
Colin Kaepernick and myself.
That's fire.
So it's our new children's book, and we want you to have it.
Fire. Thank you. Thank you.
course.
Oh, wow. That's fire.
Because us parents really have to stick together. It's not a game out here.
Wow. Nah, yeah. I won't lie. I want to talk to you about that because that's actually something I wanted to do for my son.
It's going to be amazing when you do it.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I want to
We
talk
will.
to you about that.
For sure. And
appreciate it.
yeah. And all of Colin and my proceeds are going to go back to our nonprofit Know Your Rights camp. So,
I like
it's a
that.
good cause, and
I
it's
like that.
I'm excited about it. It's my first time being like published anything.
Yeah. That's fire. That's fire. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all get y'all book, man.
Thank
We are
you.
free, you and me, right
Yeah,
here.
it's
Make sure y'all get
sweet.
y'all book.
Do you remember the first time, whether it was your song or you got publishing or some type of credit where it made it official that this is your life?
I think the first thing that actually got to me was more so hearing my song on the radio for the first time.
Yeah.
That kind of that did it for me. I remember being on the highway probably around 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't know where I was coming from, and my song Love Cycle had came on the radio around the time, and I remember just pulling over and bawling.
Yeah.
I was just I was just bawling. I was like, yo, this crazy. I never knew this was what it would come to. So yeah.
Isn't it so interesting from that point to then fast forward years later, and you're looking at all the success and you're like, you have earned and deserved everything that's happening
For
you,
sure, for sure,
right?
yeah.
It's a lot of hard work. But,
Yes.
You're on tour. We're talking at a different space now. Like a song getting played at 2 a.m. made you cry.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely brought tears in my eyes. I mean, coming from what I come from originally from, Syracuse, New York, now I'm in Raleigh. I mean, it's a long way. It's a long way. It's not many people or not any at all that's ever, accomplished the things that were accomplished in the day. So it's a blessing, and I'm thankful to be here.
I love how it went from tears of joy, just so thankful, to then, where's the Grammy for favorite song?
I need the Grammy. I won't lie. I need the Grammy now. I mean, the tears is over. I need the Grammy.
Well, listen, it was a massive hit.
For sure.
Multi-platinum.
For
Like, this
sure.
was huge.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, everything at God's speed,
Right.
I just had to put it in their face and let them see, all right, y'all know, I when we get this next one,
Right.
I seen that y'all didn't get this one, but when we get this next one,
Yeah.
y'all can't do this twice to me now.
Yeah.
Because last year I felt like we deserved it. It wasn't many songs last year that did what Favorite Song did.
You're right.
So
And you know what's so funny? I felt your energy when you were
yeah.
talking about it, when you
Yeah.
posted about it. I was like, oh, I really feel
I'm
this.
telling you, that was coming from the bottom of my heart. I really truly felt like it was nothing nobody could tell me. Last year I really felt like I was gonna get a Grammy.
Yeah. I think it's very political. I don't know. I'm not in that space, but I've heard
Yeah.
award shows and all that. I don't know if I take you as a person who's going to play the politics.
Yeah, life is politics. I'm learning them.
Yeah.
I'm learning them. But I more so feel like it's just it's about making those connections.
Yeah.
And I'm more than willing and more than happy to make the connection
Yeah.
with whoever, whether it's the Grammy school, the
Sure.
people at Grammy U.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to do, I'm willing to do it.
And I think that's good because I think also the evolution is important, but I think one of the reasons fans love you is because you are against the grain. Like,
For
you
sure.
don't,
For sure.
there's something
I don't-
about that vibe of like,
yeah.
yo, I'm not with the sister. I don't
lie.
care.
Yeah, I got a motto, and I basically whenever somebody asks me what I'm doing, I just tell them I'm living life, breathing air, and not playing fair. I don't play the game, you know. I play my own game,
That's
so
right.
I don't play fair.
That's right.
You know, so yeah, that's my motto.
Because I feel like once you start playing the game, it's now you pleasing everybody and not yourself and what's
Yeah, for
true to your
sure.
spirit.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's different if it is true to your spirit, then that's great. But
Definitely.
it's hard in this space. And I feel like you've done a really good job and been very vulnerable about the fact, like, times you've had to step back and really focus on your mental health, getting,
Yeah.
you know, really nurturing yourself.
For
right?
sure.
And it took you 7 months to do this.
Yeah, exactly. 7 months. 7 months to just get my mind right, get together, and take some time to be with my family. You know, be with my son. That's my motivation.
Yeah.
You know, so I needed some time to do that. Last year was a hectic year
Yeah.
for me.
What was that like? Disconnecting from social media, changing your phone number. What did you do that maybe somebody else who may be feeling that way, right? There.
Oh man, I did a little bit, man. I grew the hair out a little bit. I switched to fashion a little bit. You know, I started reading. I started reading, getting closer with God. Just so many things,
Yeah.
and it's helped me a lot. It's helped me become balanced. It's helped me with channeling my emotions.
Ooh.
You know, and I feel like that's real important.
Yeah.
You know, in today's society,
Oh, for
especially.
sure.
Yeah,
Do you feel like we're going to hear that on your new album, Jaded?
For sure. Because it was two separate parts to the album. So initially, Jaded was done last year. It was supposed to be turned in at the end of the year last year. And then I changed my mind because it was a little too sad for me. You know? Like last year, I was in a state of feeling jaded.
Yeah.
And this year, it was more so like, I want to pull everybody out of the state of feeling jaded. I want to pull everybody out of feeling like, oh, there's no music that's sticking no more.
Right.
The popcorn, it's all popcorn music. It's all this, it's all that. Just pulling everybody out of what's going on the media and really like giving people classic hits again.
Sure.
So I think that was the thing.
What would you say is the one song that you're most proud of on the album?
I really, it's two of them. One of them is the I Do record featuring Muni Long.
Congratulations. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then another one is Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones is probably like my favorite song on the album
Why?
because it's different for me. It's different for me, and I don't think people's gonna be expecting it outside of people not expecting it.
Why? Like why?
It's more so pop leaning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more so pop leaning, and it's just different. It's different. It's not your typical Toosii song, you know.
Right. But it's
So-
okay to explore.
Exactly.
Right? And I think it's important as fans and people and just in general, allowing people to grow.
Yeah.
And try things. It might
Yeah.
you might not like it. You might be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch back or
Right.
do whatever you want to do. But I love you as an artist exploring whatever you want.
Yeah. And I think the big thing is like just getting the people to understand that. Like I want the people to know that I'm gonna have fun doing this. I mean, it's the only way that I'm gonna continue to keep doing it. So I have to explore. And if you don't allow me to explore, you might love it, hate it, whatever the case may be. If you don't allow me to explore,
That's right.
then I'll only stay in one place my whole life. And the goal for me is to grow.
Right.
So I mean, Sticks and Stones is probably my favorite song on the
Ooh.
project.
Okay, now we're gonna listen to it with different
Definitely,
ears now at
definitely,
this
definitely,
point. The
definitely.
pressure is on all of us listening to it.
Definitely.
So how did you and Muni Long, start working together? And what was
Yeah.
your favorite part working with her?
So initially, the record got brought over to me because I was so busy. I was sticking and moving on the road with everything I had going on, and then after I had got off of the road and I finally got to sit with the song, I was just in my state of being a dad. And
I love it.
Yeah, I was in a space of being a dad, and I just needed a little bit of time. But when I sat and I actually like listened to the record, I was like, this could be something major for hip hop because I mean it's a Y2K type of vibe. Feel me? Give a little bit of like Ja Rule, Ashanti,
Little nostalgia
you know what I mean?
behind
Feel
it.
me? Like and I'm like it's just two worlds. It's
Yeah.
two worlds because it's something that I've never did before, and it's something that money is used to.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm being introduced to her world, and she being introduced to mine. So
Right.
I have fun making a record. She a sweetheart. I love
Did
her.
you have a chance to have a conversation with
Yes.
her about it? And what?
Yes.
Okay, what was that conversation like?
Oh, she was like, whatever we got to do to push this record, I'm willing to do it. And I'm like, I'm willing to do the same. So what we got to do?
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's just been a vibe. She's been super supportive. Whatever we have been needing her to do, or we haven't even been really having to ask her to do nothing. She's just been wanting to do it on her
Isn't
own.
that so refreshing?
Yeah, because it's not many artists that want to do that.
Oh,
It's not many
right.
artists, you know, and we make it happen. We make it. That's why I don't really do features though.
Right.
Like, I ain't really no feature fiend. Like
Yeah.
I don't really like features, but
But why? Is it because it's just like, you're coming from a genuine place and you need to feel that back?
yeah,
And
like
if you feel like
it's got to be genuine
Yeah.
because I look at everybody like this, and I understand it. But I look at everybody like this, and I tell people all the time, like, well, I tell my peers, like, who I'm close to, I'd be like, if I was X, Y, and Z, and I asked this person to do this,
Of course.
no question asked. They'll get up middle of the night, go do X, Y, and Z, whatever the case may be to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But because Toosii asking to do it, it's like, I'm going to take my time. But one thing you got to understand is the tables always turn.
Don't they?
The tables always turn.
That's right.
And I thrive off of that, though. I
Me
won't
too.
lie. I thrive. I won't lie. When your birthday?
May. I'm a Taurus. What are
That's
you?
why. That's why.
Wait, what?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh.
But, yeah, but Taurus and Capricorn.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
we're
that's what
besties. That's right.
I thrive off of that. Like,
Me too.
I need the energy. I won't lie. I need it. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you doubted me? Okay, well,
Watch this.
I gotta show you.
Yeah.
I have to show you. Yeah. So
Was
that's
there
my thing.
anyone or maybe many people that doubted you that
Yes.
you've ran back into them?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'll tell you a crazy story, and I never really tell this story.
Yeah.
So
Tell me.
Oh, my
I feel
God.
it for you right now. Ooh, as a Taurus.
so initially, like when I'm signed to South Coast Music Group. Initially, when I first got on my label mate, the baby, he been supportive,
Right.
but we wasn't as cool as we are now, because like when I first got it, I first signed to South Coast, it was like, this just the new guy that signed to the label.
Right. There's always friendly competition as well.
And I was like, I was on some time like, listen, dude, I don't need you to do nothing for me. I'm in my own space. Like, I ain't gonna ask you to. Only thing I'm here to see is, because baby's a great performer,
For sure.
And one thing about it, love, hate, whatever the case may be for the people that's out there, like, one thing I feel as if his run that he had was one of the craziest runs I ever seen. And around that time, we just wasn't that close. Like, he was always watching from a distance. And I felt like, once things started to take off for me, he turned around and he was like, I'm proud of you. Like, you did it. Like, you did it without me having to help you, without me having to, so.
And he acknowledged that.
Yeah, he acknowledged it. He acknowledged it. So that's one person I'd say, like, I truly appreciate. And I'm always wishing the best for everybody, so I wish the best for him.
That is amazing,
Yeah,
though.
for
The
sure.
fact that he even had that moment and shared that
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, it's rare. Like, a lot of people got too much pride to even, share
To
those
say
moments.
anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Most,
For
I
sure.
feel like, and you could tell me if you feel the same way. Sometimes I feel like it's hard for just people in general to give compliments. Like, it could just be
definitely.
people online. It could be anybody.
Definitely.
It's like, I don't know what has happened, but it's like giving a compliment. It's like, no, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You're doing too much. And it's like,
It's-
well, why?
It's fear. I feel like it's fear. It's fear of what everybody else thinks. And I always been a person, I don't really care what nobody think. Like, first off, I ain't coming to game needing no media training.
Right.
So I ain't gonna come in here and not say how I feel. I'm gonna
Right.
say exactly what I feel. And I got receipts to back up anything that I do feel. The people can't
Capricorn.
you feel me? The people can't
Yeah.
people can never go against me and say I'm against this. I don't like this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. Cause
Right.
one thing about me, I love everybody. I don't judge nobody, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, like, I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna be myself. So, like, I feel like the big thing is people scared of what other people gonna think. I don't care what nobody think.
I hope that never changes with you.
For sure.
It is amazing to hear that in this day and age. Like just that I can feel I could do what I want.
I could do what I want.
Wrong or right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride this out and
I'm gonna ride this out.
Correct.
This me. You know, it's only one person that could judge me.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
I love that for you.
For sure.
Okay, so who is the one person in your life that you do listen to? Is it a family member or somebody that might pull you to the side and be like, all right, hold on, let's reset the table?
I won't lie, I got a few people I listen to. Because it's just different walks of life.
Sure.
You know, like my son mom definitely being one of them.
Yeah.
My mom, yeah, I don't play no games. Whatever Mom Dukes need from me, I just got to do it.
What was the last thing she told you to do?
She telling me to do something every day. I check my phone right now. She probably telling me to do something. It's probably something that I ain't do. My mom always needs something done. But I mean, I'm the baby though, man. So yeah, like my mom just calling me and talking to me, bugging me, getting on my nerves, and I love it. Like that's my heart. So
what does she think about all of the success and this journey for you?
She want to be here every step of the way. If my mom could be here right now, she'd be here right now. She probably gonna be up here later this week for when we do the album release and stuff. But yeah, she'll be up here later this week probably.
You know that's really special. I'm speaking as a mother now.
For sure, for sure.
You know that is so beautiful and special.
That's my baby.
She loves you.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what? She wants the best for you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it is. She want the best for me, and she want to be able to cherish these moments. So, you know, with that being said, like I want her to be able to cherish them with me. So yeah, I'm gonna bring her up here this week.
You were raised in North Carolina, spent a good amount of time out there, and
Half my life.
And so you have posted J. Cole, Toosii is needed one time for the Carolinas.
It's needed.
I agree. So
it's needed.
Now, when you posted this, when you've manifested this, what has come from this?
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. Like, and if he see this, I truly wonder if he remember this. I met J. Cole. I literally, I drove up. He used to play basketball at the Boys and Girls Club. He used to be in the league.
Okay.
And I drove up to the Boys and Girls Club. I was probably about, I want to say 16 years old.
This is in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, on the south side of Raleigh.
Okay.
I went to the Boys and Girls Club, and I sat and watched them play the whole game. But I knew he was going to be up there. I sat and watched him play the whole game, waited for him. I had a CD with a letter in it. And basically, how it's crazy. It's a crazy story. So he's got this song "Let Nas Down."
Yes.
That I actually wrote a song called "Let Cole Down." Like J. Cole always been one of my favorite artists. There's nothing you could tell me about J. Cole. So I drove to the Boys Club, gave him the CD as he was walking out, took a picture with him, and as soon as he got in the car, he popped the CD in, and he just drove off. And I was like,
wait.
And I was like, but he probably don't even know it was me though. He probably does not even know it was me.
But he actually listened. You saw him put it in. And
I saw him
put it in. I love this.
Saw him put it in, and he drove off. He probably does not even remember me. I was a kid. I wore turbans. He probably don't even remember me. But I want to meet him just so I could tell him, bro, I did it. I'm here. I've accomplished so much in life. We done did the Billboard charts, the multi-platinum records, the gold projects. We done did it all. And I just want to say, thanks to him because he was my motivation.
And I love that he actually played it.
For sure.
You know, we hear these stories all the time of handing this, handing that, listen to my music. And you never really know.
They throw him out the window, whatever.
Right, you don't know, but you know he actually cared and played it.
For sure. We watched him. He popped it in and he drove off. And I was he was in a truck at the time. It was a pickup truck. He just popped the song in and drove off.
I love this. And so since that time, you guys haven't crossed paths.
No. And you know he does the Dreamville Festival.
That's right.
in North Carolina. I never been booked for the Dreamville Festival. I won't lie.
Hey, listen, knowing how everything you have talked about has happened.
It's gonna come though.
That's right.
But we've performed at Dreamville, but we filled in a year that I think it was last year or something like that. Key Glock couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So we filled in last year, but I want them to actually pick up the call and be
we want you.
Because it's only right for the city.
Yeah. I mean, it's different. It's like your hometown. That's important,
yeah,
to have that feeling.
Sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so tell me about working with Gunna. Tell me about the.
Sure.
Okay, so I don't even know how to pronounce the song because it's
Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
You don't know how many times I practiced.
What you saying? Were you saying champs?
I was like, champs. And Katrina's like, do not say champs.
Say champs.
But this is a place in Paris.
Yeah, for sure. It's like
very fancy.
It's like what's the shopping district down here?
Soho.
It's like Soho.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Exactly. So it's like Soho. But yeah, the Champs-Élysées is just like a shopping district where everybody goes shop at, and working with Gunna was a great experience. Me and Gunna actually got a couple songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this isn't even, anytime I need him, he come through. But I met Gunna probably 2 years ago working on my Najor project.
Mm-hmm.
In Atlanta, we were recording at a studio, and the studio that him, Thug, and everybody else was recording at was around the corner. And every night we used to drive over there, and for a month straight, we was in Atlanta for a month working on my album. And for a month straight, we'd just do my studio session, and then we'd go over there to their studio, and we'd sit in the studio with them all night and just kick it. And ever since then, we kind of locked in, and they've been cool.
I need his workout routine.
For sure.
He is committed.
Me too. I won't lie, and I got to see a little bit of it. I got to see a little bit of the pre-workout, what he take, I mean, I was asking all of it because I won't lie, having a kid to do it to you.
Oh boy,
me and my son in the refrigerator every night in the snack cabinet every night.
Yes.
Man, anytime he go get a snack, I'm going to get a snack. I'm trying to tell you, man, me and him every night. His mom be like, no, he don't need no more. Nah, man, listen, we need some more. We need some more.
We're hungry.
For sure.
Wow. Okay. So do you think you and Gunna would ever put out just, a collab album?
I would love to. I would love to because it's a crossover for him and me. Mm-hmm. Because I don't really... I want to go pop with this thing. I want to be able to go pop and go hip, do the big hip hop records and do the big, So I want to be able to do a little bit of everything. Yeah. I don't really. I think I'm a multi-talented artist, and I don't really just want to stick to one lane. So I would love to do a collab album with him, and we just switch it up and give the people a bunch of different sounds.
Who would be, if you could put your dream list together of who you want to work with and throughout your whole career, right? We'll say top three or even five. We'll even give you five so that, you don't feel all this pressure.
I need five.
Yeah.
One, Billie Eilish.
Nice.
At number one, automatically. Coldplay.
Nice.
Beyonce.
Wow.
I'm going to go John Legend.
Great. Wow. Mm-hmm.
And then I would take at my fifth spot just for something different. I really want a Burna Boy feature.
I like this.
I really want to do something with Burna Boy.
It's a great list, by the way. Every single person, great list.
Yeah, just to switch it up a little bit,
Yeah.
Go Afrobeat a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Beyonce.
I mean, icon, legend. For sure.
For sure. So that would be my list. And then just a pop sound as well. So
yeah. Yeah, you're enjoying this time. And I'm happy to see that because I think we've seen you, feel different ways about, making music and the ups and downs that comes with it. But to see you in this space looks like you're really enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
You're having fun.
I'm having fun. I'm just trying to enjoy life. And I think that's all it's about. And
I think also the things that I've seen of you, for example, when a fan, wanted a photo with you, then you found out it was their birthday, and then you wanted to make sure they had a nice birthday, so then you took them into the Apple store and got them a gift.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I felt that moment. I was like, yo, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah,
and he just wanted to do something really thoughtful. And then another time that, you wanted to help somebody out, giving them some money. And it was just, I don't know. I think it's important, man.
Yeah.
I think what you put out is what you get in life. And that's not why you do it. You just do it because you want to.
Yeah, because it's pure.
Where would that empathy and the generosity and the thoughtfulness comes from for you?
I think, and it's crazy because I just learned this about myself. I just even learned what this word was. I never knew what an ambivert was.
What is that?
An ambivert is like an extrovert and an introvert. Like, so, you know, they don't mind being in a crowd of people and interacting with a crowd of people, but they also don't mind being alone and sharing their own alone time, you know? So I feel as if I'm an ambivert. And
maybe that's what I am.
yeah, come on. Like,
Katrina, what do you think? You think that's what I am? I think. I know I'm an empath, and it takes a toll on me.
Yeah, I got empath right here. Yeah, no, it definitely take a toll on you, but it's like it's the kind of toll where you can't stop. It kind of like feeds your soul,
That's
but
right.
but it's tiring.
Right.
And it's like I've learned that over time, like seeing other people happy is more so it make me happy, and I think just I get that from my mom, like. I'm a mama's boy. So
I
like,
love this, right?
Yeah, I'm a mama's boy. So I think like being around my mom so much and so long, she always wanted to please everybody else. But I still got to hustle to me. Sure. So the thing is, I got to put myself first in order to be able to help everybody else. Yeah. And as long as I done did it, as long as I'm able to, you know, make sure I'm straight, I'm going to make sure everybody else good.
You know, it's hard. It's a hard balance, man.
For sure.
You know, when you're an empath or, you know, just hearing how giving and loving your mom is, it does take a toll. Yeah, because what about their needs, right?
Exactly.
And who's going to come through for them? And it's, you know, it's fulfilling, it's purpose, but it is exhausting.
Yeah. I had to explain that to my family the other day. Like, I basically just told my family, I'm like, yo, like, you know, it all go down right now today. I don't got nobody to lean on. You know?
Yeah.
I don't got nobody to lean on. It's just me. So what y'all got to understand is, like, I need everybody to figure out what it is they're going to do in life. Because as time went on, I went and figured out. I ain't asked for no handouts. I went and found a way.
Right.
And we was just talking about it in the car before we came up here. We was talking because I told my team, I said, I'm going to get y'all all this the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Right.
I said, I'm going to get all of y'all this book.
Great book.
I say by the end of tour, I need everybody to have read this book.
Right.
And in the book, it basically just talks about the biggest cause of poverty. And the biggest cause of poverty in life is fear. All of y'all scared to go take a risk in life. I wasn't scared to go take a risk.
Right.
And y'all gotta stop being so afraid of being broke and not having it, because that's what's causing y'all to not have it. Y'all taking these things that y'all taking the things that y'all got or the risk that y'all taking, and it's not risk that's gonna set y'all up for a lifetime. It's risk that's gonna set y'all up for the moment.
Because what's the worst scenario, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's like you might as well shoot your shot.
Exactly.
You might as well go after it. Because it's not negating the fact that there are things that could be, you know, making life hard.
Exactly.
Right? There are real systemic things going on. It's
life
real.
hard. It's no excuse for it.
And I think it's like that balance of knowing this is real and also like effort has to be applied as well.
Exactly.
Like it's both, you know?
Yeah, this is real.
Very real.
Life isn't gonna stop. That's all you gotta know.
It's hard.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
When did you realize, I don't know, like this wisdom that you have, was this something that you just over time got to this point?
It's crazy because he'll tell you, I was...
Wait, and who's he? So we know.
This my manager, Flip Marcel.
Okay, I'm going to ask you afterwards if this is true or not.
For sure.
Okay, well,
Listen,
I'm kidding.
How old was I when we met? I was 16.
Okay, when you guys first met, you were 16.
At 16 years old, I was raising 3 kids. My sister was locked up doing a bid. Oof. I was raising 3 kids. I had to raise 3 kids for 3 years. So I was missing days of school. Like, I was missing days of school. I wasn't going to school because I had to watch the kids while my mom went to work. They because one of the kids wasn't old enough to go to daycare. My sister had a fresh baby and had to go right back into jail. You know, so around the time that he came and got me, I had to grow up quick because what was the cards that I got dealt, I had to play them. Ain't no change in my hand, you know?
Right.
And we don't have nobody else to depend on. My other sister was working. My other brother was still living in, because I'm the baby of 5. One of my other brothers was locked up as well. So my mom had 2 kids locked up at one time, and my other brother was living in New York, and my other sister was working at the time. So my thing was, I got to grow up fast. So when he came and got me, I'm raising what?
Ooh.
I'm raising a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. All at the age of 16.
16?
Make food, change diapers, put them to sleep, get them up in the morning, get them ready for school, the ones that was going to school. You know, so I learned that, like, if I could do this, I could do anything, you know, because at the end of the day, like, we all we got. And y'all had y'all, like, so I wasn't the kid that used to go to parties. Like, I did a little bit.
Right.
For a year of my life, but I was like, nah, this ain't what I'm trying to be a billionaire. How I'm gonna be a billionaire? But outside of that, I love doing music. So in the process, I was writing music throughout it all. So
my goodness, what a blessing.
Yeah, so I think it just come from that, just the cards I was dealt in life.
For sure. What would you say, as far as your mom, the one thing that you notice yourself doing with your son, and you're like, man, I thought I was never going to do this, but now I'm doing it too?
I think the big thing, it's not even the one thing that I see myself doing, it's stuff that I see him doing that my mom be like, I mean, what you think you used to do? Like, my mom tell me that all the time. Well, you was worse. Like, she tell me I was worse, but I don't know. My son, listen, them terrible twos is serious.
Wait, what does he do? I'm going to take his side right now.
Listen, my son, he's not bad. He just, like, he is energetic. Like,
okay, that's beautiful.
I'm talking about... He will jump off of this.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
He jumps off of stuff. He jumps off of stuff. He climbs everything. You know, he'll wake up, like, he wakes up early in the morning now. Right. Which, like, I'm getting better at waking up.
It's hard
super
for
early.
us.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's
late
hard.
night people. Yeah.
I won't lie. So I'm getting better at waking up early.
Right.
But he wakes up in the morning. What he does is, because, like, I just had to convert his crib, because he was in a crib.
Yeah.
I had to convert his crib into the little bed.
Okay, wait. At what point did you do this? What made you do this? Help me
When
out.
he started climbing out of it. this is when he's crazy.
Yes.
So he was, I'm going to show you the video after this. He literally climbed out of his crib, like, and bangs on his door, his room door. He's like, Daddy, wake up. So I'm like, I got to get up in the morning now. So... Once he wakes up, like, which we have the monitor to watch him.
Of course, yeah.
So once he wakes up in the morning, he knocks on the door. He said, good morning. This is his door. So I get up out of bed.
Yep.
Go open his door, let him into the room. I go lay back down. I'll put him in the bed with me. I'll give him his iPad, wake up, give morning routine.
Right.
He get a banana in the morning.
Yeah.
He get his iPad. He get to play on his iPad, watch his iPad, eat his banana.
Right.
When he done, he'll shake me.
He's
wake
ready
up,
to play.
Wake up,
That's
wake
right.
up. He ready to play. So, like, I've learned with my kid, like, my kid has a lot of energy. He flips. He does, like, my mom says I'm worse. I don't think so. I don't think I was worse. This is
I
probably
believe
like,
your mom.
I'm telling you, I've never seen a kid climb out of a crib and bang on a door. Like,
I can't
he climbs out of his crib and falls into his stuffed animals. And he
knows. He knows.
He got the
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
He's like, look at the patty, the teddy bears. They think this is gonna stop me.
Man, listen, but that's my boy though. I love him.
Isn't that so beautiful?
Yeah.
What would you say is your biggest fear for him?
Oh man.
I know it's a big question, but us parents,
we
think
question.
of this. We are constantly.
I just try not to put it into the world.
Sure.
So I say, like, my biggest fear is just protecting him from the world.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
I think that's just my biggest fear. But if he got a mind like me, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
And he gonna be his own person. But he a crazy boy, so I'm scared. I'm scared for him. He a crazy. I tell like my family all the time. I be like, man, listen, it took you 5 kids to get somebody like me. If you think I'm finna put all my faith in this little boy, you crazy. We got to keep going. We got to keep going.
How has he made you a better person?
Man, I changed my whole life around.
That's right.
I changed my whole life around. Like, before my son came, like, I was outside doing stuff I had no business doing. And I just changed my whole life around for the protection of my family and for the protection of myself, like, and him. It's not about me. You know, I think oftentimes, like, people that's out here doing the things that they do, they don't think about how it affect the people that's around them.
Yeah.
And, like, one day, like, I think, I say, like, the day he was born, I had, they give you the time where you do the skin to skin and, you lay the baby on you and, so I had that time and like I kind of like held it in for a little bit and then I was like, all right, bet, like I'm going to just go to the store real quick, let the family come see him. Sure. I'm going to step out and like I just sat and I was like, tears. I'm like, man, I gotta change the way I'm living because before he came, I was outside applying pressure. Like we ain't, so I just had to change the way I was living, and he the reason. I thank him for that because life great. I don't got nothing to worry about.
Timing is everything. Yeah. Right? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
It's funny, becoming a parent. I thought I was a good person before. Now's from the label. You think I was a good person, Katrina? I was okay. Debatable. Sure. I think having our daughter was just
definitely life
completely. If there was any ounce of anything left in me to give the world, she really brought it out of me. And it's beautiful to see that. And I see this happening for you, and I'm happy for you. This is what a time.
For sure. For sure, I'm excited.
And and being protective of our kids that's natural.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely,
it's like a give take, right? Like
for sure.
You want them to learn, you know that they gotta do things on their own, but at the same time you just wanna protect them from everything.
From everything, yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this back and forth with you and Shaq. What happened?
Oh my gosh.
Apparently the comma is to blame.
The comma is definitely to blame.
Look, I read that
commas
sentence.
are necessary.
Very necessary. Commas. So you were just trying to protect your family.
But I won't lie. Yeah, when I read it.
Yeah. So just in case somebody's tuning in, Shaq had went into the DMs of your child's mom, right?
Yeah.
And obviously flirty.
Yeah,
that's the context of it. But the sentence didn't have a comma in it, so it could leave you to believe it meant something
honestly,
else.
You know what's crazy? Like honestly, I thought it was funny. When I first seen it, I thought it was funny. I ain't even take Shaq freaky though. Like Shaq gotta get on with all that freaky stuff, man. Whatever he got going on, I send my love though, cause I don't never want to bring no black man down. Shaq gotta get on with that freaky stuff though.
When you explained the comma, Katrina and I must have laughed.
I'm
maybe
like
5 minutes, cause just the sentiment he wrote. Can I have that baby?
Can I have that baby?
And the picture is of your child's mom holding your
son.
So you read it.
I'm like,
literally.
what you mean you want?
You read it
I
literally.
But I honestly think that's just the protective dad in me.
Of course.
I'm like, boy, what you mean you want my baby? Like, what is you trying about my son? I'm gonna crash out. I'm trying to tell you, that's it. I don't care who you are.
That comma?
The comma is necessary. If it was I won't lie. If it was about my baby mom, I might would have been. But I literally felt like it was about my son.
You're such in dad mode.
I won't lie. But see, the people that don't have kids ain't gonna understand.
No. That's why me and Katrina understood.
You feel me? I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Can you have my son? Like, what you trying to be my son's stepdad? Is that what you trying to say? Like, that's what I felt like.
I felt out.
I don't lie. And I literally feel like I'm the type of person, I genuinely feel like it's not another man in the world that's gonna raise my son the way that I'm gonna raise him.
That's your baby. That's your.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your son.
So when I seen it, I was like, I won't lie. Like when I got what he was saying, like I was like, okay, I laughed. Okay. But at first I was furious.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was furious. Yeah,
Do you feel like everyone understood when you explained it?
Nah, because when I read the comments, they like, I don't think he talk about your baby. I'm like, man, nah, he talk about my baby, man. Y'all tripping. The boy ain't put a comma.
Right.
He talk about my baby. But I guess not. Shaq, I apologize, man. If you was just shooting your shot, whatever the case may be, I don't never knock nobody for shooting their shot.
But you're not going to be the father.
But about my baby.
That's it.
I don't play them games, for sure.
Whew, yeah, that comma had me in tears.
And it's crazy because I've met Shaq's sons. Like, yeah, I done been around his sons. I think I put up to an event for his sons. All, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know if they see me now, they're gonna be like, boy, I'm gonna be like, boy, your daddy. What you mean?
You should have added the comma.
Yeah, you should have added the comma. It's your daddy. What you mean? It ain't me, it's your daddy.
I just think that's protective dad energy.
Nah, for sure. That's all it is.
I don't, maybe people are just, too, listen, when you're a parent, it's all bets.
I'm trying to tell
all
you.
bets are off. You're going to do what you got to do to protect your child.
I'm trying to tell you. Commas is necessary, though. People,
that's what happens.
Read the book.
Yes.
We are free, you and me.
Once you have a child and you're like, all that matters. You know, you mentioned something in your conversation with GQ. You said that the person that you looked up the most was Nipsey Hussle.
For sure.
And that you were supposed to go and fly out and meet him.
We were literally in LA the day.
Oh, you already were in LA.
Yeah, we were already in LA the day that Nipsey, you know.
Yeah, the tragedy happened for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So we was already in LA and the plan was to try to meet him.
Yeah.
You know, and then we had got the news. I won't lie, that broke my heart.
Yeah.
You know, that broke my heart.
It broke. I feel like all of our hearts.
Yeah,
for sure.
like I never really seen the world like kind of feel like it paused the way that it did that day. Like that was something different. So
what would you say? What was it about Nipsey that you appreciated so much?
His ambition, you know, like his ambition. That was really, and the fact that he was willing to go out and receive the knowledge. I don't feel like a lot of people in the world really willing to receive the knowledge or take the knowledge, and that always been me. Like I'm a sponge, you know. Everybody, I'm literally the youngest person out of everybody I hang with. You know, my manager, this the only guy I hang with. You know, my manager in his 40s, my security almost in his 40s, bro older than me, my DJ 30s, other security
lots of
30s,
wisdom
40s.
around you.
It's a lot of wisdom around me.
Lots of wisdom.
And me, I'm 24. I'm the youngest guy around. But the reason it's this way is because I don't live the life that a lot of the younger people that's around my age live. I'm on a different time, you know. I ain't in no rush to get there, but it's definitely a marathon.
Yeah, it is a marathon.
You know
absolutely.
So yeah.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Man, I just want to be able to do a lot for the world. I just want to be able to give back to the people, you know. And there's a lot of plans I got with giving back to the people and giving back to the world. I just got to get to a certain point so that I'm able to do it. But you know, one thing Flip always tell me, he always say, you know, get it done now so that it don't pile up. You know,
that's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, get it done now so that it don't pile up, and that's something that I'm like really starting. Probably I'll say like this last month, it really start like sinking in with me. Like I don't know what it is, just with this past month, but like this past month, it like the words he been telling me really been sticking with me. So
it feels like a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm very curious in why that is. What is it? Jaded coming out? Is it family? What is allowing you to like receive it in a different way?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Interesting. Yeah.
I honestly haven't figured it out, but once I do, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. Now I'm curious at why the receptors are really taking it all in right now.
Yeah. Once I do, I'm gonna tell you. I haven't figured out what's been really like making me dial in. I don't know.
Would you say like, are you the type of person that's always in your head or not really?
Always.
Really? What are you in your head about though? Like, give me like just the rundown of just like, man, I was thinking of this, and
things I want to do. My brain always running. I'm always in my head. Just things I want to do. I got so much I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I kind of try to just like keep them personal until they happen.
For sure.
Yeah. But I won't lie, I'm just always in my head about things I want to do.
Would you say you're superstitious?
Yeah.
I'm very superstitious.
Yeah. But you know, I try not to be because
I try, but I can't help it.
Yeah, exactly. And I try not to be because, you know, I am a man of God, so I try not to be superstitious, but it's so hard not to be.
Wait, is that not like okay?
Yeah, nah, that's
is it like contradicting?
I think that's a sin. Yeah, I think it's a sin.
Oh no, I sin every day.
Yeah, but I try not to be. They say, we supposed to, you know, put our faith in God, and let it all be in His hands, and through Him, everything will be possible. So like, I try to, I try not to be, but
it's
I'm
hard,
working
man.
on it. It's hard.
It's hard. I'm gonna be honest. What would you say was a decision you made that not necessarily you regret, but if you could change it out a little bit?
Yeah, because I don't believe in regrets. I believe in lessons and blessings.
What was the biggest lesson that you've experienced? that now at where you're at was a great learning experience?
Learning to channel my emotions. I feel like emotions change a lot. And things like, like the toothpaste in a bottle thing is real.
Oh, is it?
Toothpaste in a bottle thing is real. And I feel like emotions help with everything. I mean, when it comes to spending money, relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. So I feel like learning to channel my emotions. If I could have learned that a few years back, I probably would have.
I mean, you're pretty honest with everything. You've even admit that you've cheated in relationships.
For sure.
Did you get caught, or did you own up to it?
Nah, I told on myself. I won't lie, I told on myself. But
that's growth. That's growth right there, though.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's give ourselves a little credit, right?
Yeah, because the thing is, it's and it's crazy because it's I told on myself and I told the world. But
yeah,
I didn't, and that was my thing. That's another thing that I wouldn't say I regret, but it's a lesson. And I've learned to keep that side of my life private now. Like when it comes to my family, my kid,
that's right.
I keep all of that private now.
Yeah.
I don't do none of that. But I would say, I told on myself and I told the world, but I told the world out of love and sincerity. I told the world to genuinely let them know, stop looking at me like I'm perfect.
That's right.
I'm not
couple goals, all that. No,
I'm not. I don't want to be couple goals. I don't want to be.
I agree.
I don't want to be a couple goals. I don't want to be this, that, and a third. Because at the end of the day, I'm no different from you. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. And I feel like people idolize superstars idolize superstars in a manner that, bro, we regular.
Right.
You feel me? So I did it from a sincere place, and I feel like that was man, with my relationship, that's one thing that I definitely I take a different route in with the media, with just so many things. But
you're doing a good job. And remember, I know your spirit feels older because you sound so evolved, right? And so mature. But you're still young.
Yeah.
You're learning.
But see, it's crazy.
Give yourself grace.
They don't I used to say that.
Give yourself grace.
I used to try to tell myself all the time, I'm young, I got time to grow. But the more I start hearing it, and the more I would tell a person I'm young, and they'd be like, that ain't no excuse. I'd be like,
well, if you know better, you got to do better, right?
Exactly.
I understand that, but you're still gonna make mistakes.
And in life, I used to always think if you could have asked me at 20, you would have been how they used to tell you all the time, when you was younger, you're not grown,
right?
And
Exactly.
I used to feel like I am grown. What you mean?
Right.
But what I had to learn was life is like an hourglass.
That's yes. Yes.
And in an hour, you only can fill up so much in this side of the hourglass until it turns over.
That's right.
So with that being said, it's in life, you can only learn so much in a certain period of time.
That's right.
So as time go on, you do nothing but grow and evolve.
Period.
You have to allow people to grow and evolve.
You have to allow people to make genuine, kind, sincere mistakes.
And that's what I had to learn. So
and don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
You have given us so much. And, I always feel for artists because you guys are being so vulnerable and sharing something from the depth of your soul.
Especially now with social media.
Whether you win, you lose, you make a mistake, all of this falls on you, the artist,
it's
right?
All public.
So you have to be free in what you want to do because, to be honest, I wish I had the talent that you did. I wouldn't be doing radio. That's why I do radio, because I don't have your talent.
But I can't do radio though.
Well, let me tell you something. I was going to say, as we're wrapping up the conversation, if you ever decided, have a show, a conversation, a podcast, you would kill it.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
going to add something else to your manager's list of
I
probably
that.
500 other things to do.
The podcast.
But you would kill it.
I appreciate that.
Your perspective, the vulnerability, to me, is my favorite part
I like
about
to
your
talk
artistry.
Too. I like to talk. I could converse all day.
By the way, it's so genuine.
For sure.
And it's so rare.
For sure.
We've been fortunate. I've been in broadcasting close to 20 years, and I've seen it all.
Fire.
And so when I say your conversation is genuine, I really mean it. I wouldn't say that because for what? But you have so much to offer, and you know, I'm excited that we get to see it. Obviously through your music, Jaded. I'm also excited to see when you publish a children's book,
for sure.
when you have all these other businesses, and ultimately giving back to the world, you know, in a very purposeful way. I'm happy to see this. And honestly, it is beyond refreshing to see.
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Of course, absolutely. And, you know, if there's anything we could do on this side, you just let me know. I know everything you're going to do is going to happen.
For sure. When I get my first children's book, I'll make sure you
I need it delivered, please.
I got you.
We need to do another launch. We need to celebrate.
So, all right, so I got one question. How long did it take?
A long time. I want to say maybe 2-3 years.
2-3 years?
A long time.
All right. I like that, though.
It takes a long time. I'm going to ask Colin for sure, and I'm going to give you the details. I'm going to connect you guys if you don't mind, because this isn't his first time. He's already put out 2 other books, a comic book and another children's book, and he's a New York Times bestseller. This is my first time, and it took a while to process. You wanting to start it now, you got to start it now. It's like a foundation you build, and by the time it's release date, it's, you know, it's a while. And we did it with Scholastic, so it's a process, you know. They know what they're doing, but like for us, you know, this is, I go live, right? It's immediate, it's instant gratification. So this really tested me in a different way. But I think you're going to kill it. And I can't, next time, bring your son.
I got you.
Like, you got to bring him. I'll bring my daughter. Katrina, bring her daughter. We have a play date.
Have a play date. Have a toy set up in here.
Let's go.
Come on, let's do it. I'm with it. Just don't say nothing if he climb on something. You know?
I'm going to go catch him. Are you kidding me?
For sure.
I'm going to be right there.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
I appreciate
I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. It means a lot.